What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Guys, I have been talking about Jedidiah Brown, and I would have to say, as a person that's not even living in Dolton, he's probably just as talked about right now as Stan Brown, as Andrew Holmes, as any of the trustees. Somehow we are talking more about Jedidiah Brown than any of them. That is because Jedidiah Brown is a young man that has boots on the ground. He's there in the Chicagoland area, and he's known for just, like I said, being for the opposition disruptive. He has this Hell Week thing coming up, and he got his cell phone out. He's going to meetings. He's going to Thornton Township meetings. He's in the village of Dolton. He's protesting with the people. Seems like he's a very likable, and he's funny as hell. He has this little monkey that's just a pet monkey that's always on his shoulder. The guy is just, he's very unorthodox in how he does things. And again, he does it well. He doesn't do it so well if you're the opposition, though, right? And he don't just make videos, he's pulling up. So he had a situation where he got a restraining order or some kind of protective order against him by the Dolton Police Department in Cook County. They then subsequently followed him around. There's video footage of it, unmarked trucks. But he did something that was something that I wouldn't do, all right? Which is confront the alleged boyfriend or have a conversation with him, which is Mr. Kamal Woods. They have had a conversation. So all of this has happened, and I want him to discuss it in his own words, and then we're going to come back.
Greetings, everybody. How you doing? This is your boy Jedidiah, aka Black. I hope that you all can hear me. I'm not going to wait. I am just coming on here specifically to inform you all of where we are at this particular moment, and hopefully to encourage a broader range of support. First thing that I want to make you all aware of is, as you saw today, again, I was already aware, and I told you all, and I'm only just saying this for credibility purposes, there was going to be another drop that was going to come through on Fox News. As I told you all before, I am now part of a collaborated effort to investigate, to organize, and to deliver justice for the people of Dolton, Illinois, and others. I'm not going to be on here long, but I'm going to tell you what's getting ready to come down the pipeline. Before I do that, I'm going to give a little bit more people an opportunity to come in by saying I am grateful for all of the messages of concern, but I am fine. I learned a great lesson today, and I'll talk about that later. I think that I take something away at every cause that I'm a part of. And I think that I'm being perfected as a man, even at the age of 37. Whenever you stop learning, you ought to stop living. I'm still learning. And these are the things that I want to say. What they did to me yesterday was just the wrong thing to do. I believe that they set me up. As I said before, Kamal Woods, who I was being respectful to and engaging, and will have the proof of that really soon to show you. I engaged this man thinking that we would just have a man-to-man conversation. I didn't expect him to be my friend. I wasn't going to be his friend. Just be honest and decent. But now I believe that he set me up after telling me what I already quoted yesterday. That if I was doing what you're doing, I would not get online and say I still have a mother. So this man, who when I first met him, said to me to consider the fact that he is a father that is going through a divorce. And I did that. I considered his children, and I considered her children. Well, Let me just cut through the bullshit and the fluff. I am literally, officially afraid for my life because of the actions and the movements and the threats. And I am extremely focused and committed to the fact that this cannot and will not be left unchallenged until its conclusion. I am currently at the airport, and I am going to be going to three places. I'm going to be going to Las Vegas to finish my inquiry into what the progress is surrounding Andrew Holmes. I'm going to go to Washington, D.C., so that I can meet with my friends on a whole nother level. Because I don't know that I can trust anybody in the state of Illinois. This shit should have really been dealt with a long time ago. And then I'll be right back because we got Hell Week to prepare for. Hell Week is less than, how far away is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 5 days left to create Hell Week.
So that is what's happening right now. He is in fear for his safety, and quite naturally so, after seeing what happened in the whole ordeal. You know, the following of the police. I would also be, very afraid. But also, what I think Mr. Jedidiah Brown has to realize is, first of all, this is their livelihood. As much as him being an advocate is his livelihood, their livelihood is about to end. All right? Time is winding down, as the old folks say. Kamal Woods knows it. He's going through a divorce, as he said, so he's going to lose that. Then he's most likely going to be involved somehow. I'm not going to say in a criminal case. I'm not saying that, but he will be involved somehow in that. That's going to also play a big role in his situation. He probably, is going to lose that income. Who's to say what illegal thing he may or may not have done? So these people are going to protect their position to stay where they're staying. And again, here's what we got to get back to the entire point. Mr. Jedidiah Brown would not have to go through all of this if, and only if, Dolton didn't have these problems. Okay? However, although not publicized, Dolton has always had such problems. From my research, okay, and talking to individuals, it wasn't as bad as this, but Dolton wasn't serious. Okay? Dolton wasn't serious. Dolton hasn't been serious in the last 30, 40 years. All right? That's something that we got to really be honest with and know. It's come to a fault now, but Dolton has not been necessarily serious. All right? And the reality is years and years of having bad governance, years and years and years losing some of your best talent to leaving the city, maybe going to the Chicago metropolitan area or even out of the state. Give somebody like Tiffany Henyard, who should not even have become a trustee of the mayor. So when you have that much neglect in a village like that, what do you think's going to happen? What do you think can happen? What do you think will be the result? So if that would have been more rectified, he wouldn't have to be going through this. There would be no need for Hell Week. You see, and this is the thing in the black communities. When we start to buy into things, like I understand Tiffany Henyard is a single mom. Most of the trustees, if not all of them, are single moms. That says something very clear about that community, whether you want to believe it or not. All right? That sends a very strong message about where Dolton is physically and mentally as a community, and what hope for the future it may or may not have. We can overlook it and hope for the best, but it says something about that particular village. As nice as people can be, when you don't have a lot of families there, You don't have a lot of men interested in wanting to build things there. It shows you a few things. Number one, its best people could have moved on, okay? That could have helped the village go further. They were not interested in staying. Or the ones who are there have maybe gotten, old or elderly and don't have time, or they're just completely not interested. So those who are charlatans have become interested and have taken advantage of something that would not have been there had those people have not left, okay? Situation looks dire, right? I believe that community has experienced a large brain drain. This is not to insult anybody there or saying that people are not smart. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that the last 30 or 40 years has turned into something so bad that Tiffany Henyard became mayor, which shows me all that I need to know about that city in the village. It is very common, as to many other black democratic places that you see in black America. New Orleans, Jackson, Mississippi, black Chicago, Dolton, Oakland, right? We see it a lot. And the corruption is a lot. It's a lot. So again, if those fundamental problems would not have happened, he would not have to be there. He would not have to waste his time in doing this. But he's doing this because of the years before that put Henyard in a place to be able to strike. Years of bad governance, years of not being serious, years of poor administration from the mayors, previous mayors, and trustees together, combined, right? That's the real reality. There's no way you're gonna tell me that before Henyard got there, Dolton was this great place, because it's not true, right? It's not true. It was better, but it wasn't a great place, from what I can understand. Doesn't mean that the people are not great. But we talk about running the village, running the city, running the town, economic policy. I can guarantee you the mayor was never talking about that. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do. Start the bell. We're out.